So how many people have $1 million saved for retirement? $1 million! I'm all set. Not nearly as many as financial advisors and the media and everyone like that says, you need $1 million to retire. No, you don't. I did it on half that. I'm 3 years in and I'm doing great. Hey guys, how much did you retire with? What was your savings amount when you retired? Or for those who haven't retired yet, how much do you think you will need to have a comfortable retirement? Let me know. I'm very curious. So I've got 10 stats for you along this whole retirement savings thing. First one I have, the average retirement balance, and these are stats as of 2019. The average retirement balance is $255,000. From 55 to 64, the average retirement balance is $408,000. From 65 to 74, the average retirement balance in savings is $426,000. As you can see, that's just average, okay? That's just average. We're not talking about the median, which I'll get to in a couple seconds here. And as you see, the average is way below that $1 million they say you need for retirement. So many people, the vast majority of people retire with much less than $1 million, okay? Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a channel for retiring on moderate income. If you're thinking about it like that, think about subscribing and like the video as well. And if you really like it, down here, you can buy me a coffee. So median. What is the median retirement balance for people that have saved for retirement? The median retirement balance is only $65,000. Now, what is the median? Median, not medium. Median. Median means right smack dab in the middle of the amount of people that have saved for retirement. The median is only $65,000 that they have saved for retirement, okay? What's the average net worth? The average net worth of people is $747,000. Net worth is everything. Everything you got going, your house, any businesses you have. Combine that with your retirement savings, you take assets minus liabilities, that gives you net worth, okay? So 747,000 average net worth. Now, going by those age brackets I just talked about, 55 to 64, average net worth is 1.18 million. 65 to 74, average net worth is 1.22 million. So as you can see, average net worth much higher than average and definitely higher than median retirement savings, right? So what is the median net worth? The median net worth is $122,000, much lower than the average net worth, right? So if they were talking about net worth, that you need to retire with $1 million, okay, much more plausible. Okay, even though you don't really need that kind of net worth to retire. Guys, think about it. How many people have retired in this, let's say the last 30 years, that never came close to having $1 million, right? How many people retired without $1 million? Well, here are the stats for you. I know you've waited a long time for this, so here you go. And you know what? I'm getting so nervous by these stats. I need my retirement vodka. Much better now. Feel so fortified. So, the amount of people that have retired with $1 million in their retirement savings is 3%. 3% of people retire with $1 million in their retirement savings. Guess how much it is if you have $5 million in your retirement savings? 0.1% retire with $5 million in their retirement savings. Now, what if you took, because all these stats here are just dealing with savings that is specifically for retirement. What happens if you throw in all your additional savings on top of that? If you do that, still only 10% of people retire with $1 million if you take all their savings and put it together. So what are some of the characteristics that these top savers have in common? Number one, the average person in the top 10% of income when they were working has saved $769,000 for retirement. Even then, top 10% of people, the income that they pull in from their job, they aren't at $1 million. 769,000. Now, yes, it goes all the way back to people in their 20s, okay, but still. Their average net worth for the top 10% of income is $4.8 million. That's pretty big. That's pretty big net worth, right? Someone in the middle income, not top 10%, but somewhere right around the middle, has $80,000 in retirement savings and a $223,000 net worth. Much lower. Well, if you think about it, top 10% in income, that could be, I don't know the figure, but let's say $300,000 all the way up to like millions of dollars. What's another top characteristic of these top savers? Home ownership. Makes sense, especially when we get to the net worth part of this one. You'll see it totally makes sense, right? So homeowner versus a renter, the homeowner has about $303,000 saved for retirement, all right? Okay, nothing close to $1 million. This is 267% higher than what a renter has in retirement savings. So big difference there, right? Now here's where it's really going to kick in. And it makes sense. It's just obvious. The average homeowner has a net worth of $1.1 million. Okay? Spread it across the nation, right? Go to those high-priced areas, California, San Francisco, whatever, all the way down to the lower price, let's say Mississippi, rural Mississippi. Yeah, big fluctuation, but the average net worth is $1.1 million. The average net worth of a renter, and again, makes perfect sense, $96,000. Okay, so those are two characteristics of people that are top savers, top retirement savers. What's another one? Education. And again, these kind of make sense, right? Makes sense. Average college grad has 3 times the retirement savings than a high school grad does. Okay, I guess it makes sense. Not sure about that big 3-time number. I might have said 2, but still, it's higher, right? The average college grad has a net worth of $1.52 million. All right? The average high school grad has a net worth of $305,000. Again, it makes sense, right? So those are some of the 3 things that these top savers for retirement savings have in common. And they make sense. You know, overall they make sense. But guys, I just want you to know, looking at those stats, and now here comes the wind. You know, I love my house up here, but it is always windy. So I have to pick and choose the exact spots, the areas, the time of day that I film up here, or else it's just going to be... So hopefully this wind isn't too bad right now and you can hear me. But it just shows you all these stats. You don't need $1 million to retire. You don't, guys. It's just the thing that has been hammered and hammered and hammered into you over the years by financial advisors, by the financial media, because they want your money. They want you to look to them for guidance. You don't need to. If you have enough financial acumen, if you spent years and years and years soaking up this information, go for it. Go for it on your own. The vast majority of people that have retirement savings are nowhere close to $1 million. Forget about 5 million, 0.1%. Okay? So don't let that number discourage you. I know when I first started saving for retirement, I kind of got discouraged. $1 million, I'll never get that because I didn't start till I was 40. Guys, don't let it discourage you. You just keep saving. Save as soon, start as soon as you can, and just keep going and do not let up. That is the key. You have to be consistent. Don't do like I did when I was 35. I would contribute to my 401k for a couple months and then not for 6 months. Stupid. Don't do that. So guys, as always, we know what we're doing. On moderate income, we can get by just fine in retirement. Just fine. All right? So just keep that in mind. Some of these 10 stats too as well. They might help you think through the whole thing. And as always, from the somewhat windy high desert today, we got this.